like they are inundated with sex in general, just as a function of like the internet being what it is.
Yeah.
And they understand, even more than that, they understand the implications of sex as a marketing tool and the positives and negatives that come with that. And so, like, you know, there's an understanding that they have of, I guess, sex work and sex positivity, but at the same time, there's a distaste for having sex marketed to them in non-sex active sex work or sex activity related things.
Oh, yep. Anime Matsuri.
Anime Matsui?
Matsuri?
Matsuri.
Yeah.
Houston, okay. So, I mean, I've never heard. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, fuck this. I'm not going to that site. Are you kidding me? Yeah, all right. Confirmed that these guys are shady and shitty and probably scamming people.
We then headed into the convention hall to find just a bunch of people chilling and hanging out inside. It was really awesome. This was by far the most packed year I've ever seen Anime Matsuri. Even when we headed upstairs to check out the layout from above, there were tons of people on the second floor, including some people already doing karaoke, which became a big thing for the event. This was by far the biggest year I have ever seen Anime Matsuri, not just in terms of attendees, but in terms of what they did and the people they brought and how large the scale was. It was really, really incredible. I had a wonderful time, and I can't wait to show you guys how the convention actually went. But yeah, this was the biggest year by far. 2019 was pretty freaking huge, and looking back, 2021 was very small. The footage
I can't tell if this guy is being sarcastic or if he's like, you know, being serious, because he keeps harping on how it's the biggest, but like literally everything he's showing is like, oh, there's like 7 people there.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that there were people who taken pictures when there was something that was like a large event was happening, so people were really packed in. But I think that the con themselves are like, they're saying in 2022 they had 73,000 attendees.
Probably not. I've been to 2 in my life. I've been to A-Kon in 1999 when I was a senior in high school. And then I went just actually, you know, that was when I went a few weeks ago, when I went to Dreamcon. And Dreamcon is like an anime and gaming convention, you know, that's very black oriented. You know, a lot of black cosplayers and creators and stuff there.
So cool and fun.
It was a lot of fun. I wish I had known about it before I went, because I went on the last day, and if I had known what it was and all of that, I would have tried to go the entire weekend.
I think I started in 2000. I think I went from like 2001 to 2004, and then I quit. But you just didn't see a lot of black people at conventions.
Oh no, not at all.
Really like not, yeah. And so
do you remember that website, A Fan's View?
Yeah, Kevin Lillard.
Yeah,
he had some pictures of me.
Oh, did he? I just remember
there are pictures of me on A Fan's View.
I just remember looking through that every now and then and just being like, these are just like the craziest looking white people I've ever seen. Like, this is just like, I don't know, like maybe I've seen a couple black people, a couple Mexican people here or there, but like it was just all white people. And
I mean,
like,
Kevin Lillard was black.
Was he?
Yeah, the Fans View guy is black. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Rest in peace. Yeah, he passed a couple years ago. And yeah, it was a joy. Ah, yes. It's terrific. I love to see it.
I missed out on pretty much all this stuff.
Yeah.
But the costumes were great.
Yeah. I love to see it. It's so exciting. It makes me really happy to see something like this, because it's like, you know, not everyone who, like, even though you're, you know, in a convention center with a lot of fucking nerds, not everyone is gonna feel safe there.
Yeah.
And so, you know, for a community to have like this, like, kind of fan coming together where like
I
you
just
feel
I just
like
saw
you
this
can be
thumbnail
yourself.
and it just
Oh
made
my
me
God.
laugh. Horny
Is it for
con.
WaifuCon?
No,
Is it
just,
for WaifuCon?
no.
That's also in Texas.
This is Dreamcon. So I guess there's
Oh,
somebody
it is.
talking about Dreamcon. It just says horny con.
HornyCon. There is a
Oh.
HornyCon in Texas. That
Waifu.
is
Yeah, you.
WaifuCon. I think
Do
they
I even
changed the
want
name,
it?
didn't they?
I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna Google this off off of.
I have to say, the only reason that I know about this is because some
You were looking
OnlyFans
for a
girly I
waifu.
follow.
You wanted a
Well,
waifu.
there's an OnlyFans girly that I follow, and she was a guest there, and that's how I knew about it. And she lives in Texas.
It's in Alabama.
Is it in Alabama? Surely not.
WaifuCon is in Alabama. Boy, that has got to be.
I think they might have changed the name.
I mean, it says WaifuCon on the thing here. Unless there's like more than one.
It's Kimochii Con now. It's Kimochii Con.
Wait,
now.
so there's like a. But this. Hold on a second. This must be old.
Wait,
is this like an
it's
old website?
It's Kimochii Con now, and it used to be Waifu Expo.
Waifu Expo. Oh, so WaifuCon is a different thing than Waifu. Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Bringing the gift of waifu to the heart of the South, WaifuCon. Yeah, it used to be Waifu Expo, and now it's Kimochii Con.
18 plus anime convention in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Sorry to the Twitch viewers who can't see this website that Devin is looking at right now. I'm sure you're missing out.
Well, I'm just pre-screening to make sure that there's nothing.
That's reasonable.
Oh,
I'm just,
Lord Almighty.
You know.
Okay, I mean, I don't think any of this. I don't think it's like toss worthy, but some of it might be a little sketchy. Let me see. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Oh shit, what happened?
I put one window on top of another one.
There we go. Yeah, I like the Burly Barrio Brothers dude though. I'll say that.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Svati, and then just like a bunch of, I guess, OnlyFan models. Like, what are their Bill Butts? Do I even want to know what Bill Butts is up to?
Can you scroll down a little bit because I want to see if my this person that I follow on Instagram is my friend in my mind. But of course, she is not my friend. She is just
you're just having a paranormal relationship with an OnlyFans model.
The
parasocial
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Well, I guess you could have a paranormal relationship too if you astral project your spirit.
I would love it if the OnlyFans girlies would speak to me through the Ouija board. Please. Her name, that's her, Laura Lux in the cowboy hat. That's her.
Cowboy hat. Oh, okay, her. Yeah, she just looks like, she doesn't even look like, she looks like it's a straight up porn star. Like, that's just a porn star. Like, at least this is like, Lum. And I guess this is what? Is this?
I mean, she does do cosplay. It's just that is not a cosplay photo of her.
That is not. She's just like, here I am. you know what this is all about.
No, yeah. She's just like, here it is. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Okay, on the main stage.
Australia.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm a fan already. I like the Australian accent. I don't even mean that in like an attractive sort of way. I just mean it's fun to listen to, and I wish I could do it myself.
I know it's hard to do.
Hitting on you, 101 featuring Via Valentine. What? Try not to come, Trivial Pursuit. Oh my god!
I think we should go to this for the plot.
Try for the plot. Try that sounds all. You know that this con is like 80% dudes, like 80% of the most unshowered dudes that you've ever seen in your life. I mean, cosplay pageant might be cool.
How much is it? I would go for the plot.
Let me see. Sales ended.
Oh.
Yeah, the horniest motherfuckers bought this thing out in a hurry.
Yeah, I don't know when it happens though. So
I don't know. Maybe have to Google. Wait, hold on a second. Here we go. No. Nope. No information available for ticket costs.
I love it. It's so.
But I mean, look. how is it not going to sell out when you have Gooning 101? Gooning 101. I have to. Where's my notebook at? I'm gonna go with my notebook and my glasses and everything. I'm gonna be like, I need to take some notes on Gooning 101.
Yeah. We're gonna be in there like, I'm writing this down. This is good stuff. I think first of all, we should do this for the plot, and second of all, we should make a clip of you being like, of course this is selling out, Gooning 101.
clip it. Nintendo? Wait, why is there just a section just called Nintendo? Oh wait, this is cosplay. Okay, cosplay meetup. So this is just like this is Nintendo themed cosplay. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. This is that's all Friday. This is just Friday. I don't even know what's going on Saturday.
Yeah, please tell me.
D&D one shot. Don't know what that means. Cosplay contest. Cosplay burlesque show. Bang, marry, kill. Shibari. Shibari is interesting if you like ropes. Let's see.
Is
Being black in cosplay. That's interesting. I would actually be interesting to being black in cosplay. That's actually an interesting topic that might yield some information. The rise of Ero BL. I don't know what BL means.
Voice love.
Oh, okay. That came off the top of your head incredibly quickly. Erotic VO and you. Okay. Maybe I could be an erotic voice actor one day. Is it hentai? It's a crazy.
Is it like a trivia question?
I'm guessing it's like a
play.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like a guess the name, or based off of the name, or maybe based off of like a out of context
like
image.
Those things where it's like, is it a Trump quote, or is it the AI?
Guess your waifu feet edition.
Oh my god, that sounds so funny.
Rate.
I'm gonna sell so many feet pics.
Rate ass and titties with Bill Butts and Jonah Scott. Rate ass and titties with Bill Butts and Jonah Scott. I like how it's with Bill Butts, because like rate ass and titties is just a thing on its own, but when you add with Bill Butts and Jonah Scott, it turns into like a PBS series. It's like you've got two distinguished gentlemen in like their finest Italian suits, and like their tortoiseshell glasses, and it's like
in a smoking jacket.
Yeah,
it's a theme to Masterpiece Theater plays.
Yeah, it's like, hello, welcome to Rate Ass and Titties with Bill Butts and Jonah Scott. I'm Bill Butts. This is my co-host Jonah Scott. Today we will be rating some of the most succulent titties that we've ever seen on the Upper East Side.
I'm gonna be in that panel like
10 or 2.
Just every time it was just
like I'll be there like
10.
Don't like it. Don't like that one. That's all right. Oh boy.
Show it again.
Can she turn around a little?
I need to see it from another angle. Give it a 10.
I'm just not sold on this. Can you get a little smack? We're only halfway through Saturday. Too peachy, too sweet, the game show. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a game show version of something. Voice actor Jackbox. That's the game, right?
Jackbox, like the game. Yeah,
the game,
that's
yeah,
fun. You should do that on stream.
Welcome to the Has-Been Hotel. Spelled H-O-E.
Has-Been Hotel. Yeah.
Like that
That's
show.
Funny. Yeah.
Digimon trading card game casual play. Okay, well that's fucking innocent.
That's so wholesome.
Yeah, Smash Ultimate Tournament. Oh, this is the gaming room, so this is all just gonna be dudes playing video games. So that's the most innocent thing you're probably gonna
I
find.
know it smells crazy in there.
Mortal Kombat 1 Tournament Begins is at the same time as Rate Ass and Titties with Bill Butts and Jonas Scott. So I'm gonna have
I
a
just saw
yeah, what am I gonna do? what am I gonna do here? Like, man, Mortal Kombat, but rating some titties. Just the decisions.
just in the Mortal Kombat room, like finish him.
All right, you can't top Saturday, so let's see what they're doing the last day.
I like how on the last day the logo has changed to like some little cartoonies.
Oh, it did. That's not. Yeah, it's up. Yeah, you're right. It's just the heart up there. But then they're like, because they know people are gonna be they're gonna be gooned out of their head by the time the end of Saturday comes. People are just gonna be so fucking spent. They're gonna be like, I can't get it up anymore, guys. I need a break. I need to relax. And they're gonna be like, no, come on. We got one more day of this. They have Ready Player Drag, Sailor Moon Imanji. Okay, so these are performers and in closing ceremonies. And then Confessions to Jesus Christ.
Excuse me?
I'm assuming that they're like, okay, I know that you guys got up to some crazy shit this weekend. Before you head home to your families, go into that room, get it all out of your chest. I
hope that's like an OnlyFans girly in like a nun's costume.
I'm imagining it's something of that sort. Hi, Suki.
I would love that.
Ask an OnlyFans couple. Ero cosplay creator getting started. Anatomy of a smut scene. What makes sex sexy in fan fiction?
Nice. I support that for creators. Because honestly, like, yeah, it probably if you can't write a good sex scene, it's probably hard to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, for certain. But the funny thing is, like, there's all this conversation too about how I guess the younger generation doesn't like sex scenes in movies and stuff. You know?
They don't. It's weird to me, but I guess like when we were growing up, like the 80s and the 90s were all very horny. So
well, it was a lot like
I can't relate.
It wasn't as accessible. It wasn't as accessible. So I think just like having to do a lot more work to like, find porn and shit.
Well, you like that was your like we had so many sex scenes in movies because like you weren't just like looking at like logging into Pornhub. Like you had to either go to the back of the video store.
Logging into Pornhub, it's all over Twitter. You could just look at porn on Twitter or some shit.
I mean, that's what I was doing, but I'm just like in the 90s, you had to go to because you couldn't go to Blockbuster. They did not have the back room. You had to go to the indie video store with a back room that they had to check your ID for to rent a porno, or you had to buy a porno mail order, unless you lived in a big city. And then, like, the closest thing you had was to watch a steamy sex scene in an R-rated movie. Or you went to a porno theater.
You waited until
there are like almost none.
You waited until your parents left, and then you went and found that movie, that VHS, and you shoved it into the first. If you were really cunning, you would look at the VHS and see where the tapes lined up. You're like, okay, I need to rewind it to that point. You put it in there. You find the scene. You watch it. You're like, oh, this is a sex scene. And it's like, okay, they're coming home. You rewind it or fast forward it to get back to the tape where one side they match up, and you put it back in the VHS thing and you put it back on the shelf, or you turn it to that channel that's all scribbled out, and you're like, I can kind of see something maybe right there.
Yeah, you're like looking at Showtime, like you're like the Red Shoe Diaries is on.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I think that's a nipple, but that could also be like the clutch. But
or you had to wait for the HBO like free weekend.
Or you did what I did, and you just went into the woods and found it there. Because I don't know why.
I have not found porn in the woods, but I did find porn in an abandoned house, which I then hid in the woods.
That's why I was always finding it in the woods, because someone would always be hiding it in there, and I would go in there. I would go into the woods just playing with my friends. Like, we made our own bows and arrows out of like bamboo and shit. And we're like
Yeah.
the most dangerous game in the world, because we also had like, we would also make the arrows out of the bamboo, but we wouldn't put like rubber or anything on the tips. So we had this bamboo bow with rubber bands for the string, and we had bamboo arrows, but not soft tipped, and we would just shoot these arrows at each other and really do damage. But you know, we're running in the woods with these makeshift bows and arrows, and it's like, oh, there's a hustler. You know, that was the quintessential 80s/90s kid experience. But you don't have to do any of that. Any of that shit we just described. None of the younger generation, like, they're inundated with sex in general, just as a function of like the internet being what it is.
Yeah.
And they understand, even more than that, they understand the implications of sex as a marketing tool and the positives and negatives that come with that. And so, like, you know, there's an understanding that they have of, I guess, sex work and sex positivity. But at the same time, there's a distaste for having sex marketed to them in non-sex active sex work or sex activity related things. So like if they're watching a Marvel movie, they don't want to see two characters suddenly fucking, because it's patronizing. It's like, does this need to happen? Is it necessary for the story and blah blah blah?
Which also, like, to be fair, you know, we had a lot of stories that those things were just kind of like randomly in there for no reason. There's just no good reason. And I appreciate that. I really appreciate that you can watch like a Disney movie and there's not like some fake romance in it. It doesn't have to be there. But, you know, like show me a little horny movie sometimes. I don't mind.
You got to put it back to the proper timestamp so your parents don't find out. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Wisp. Mm-hmm. You got to, because they'll know. They'll always figure it out.
Or you have to make sure that like whatever magazine they're hiding under the bed is put back correctly.
Yep. Neptune explains it all. An in-depth discussion and Q&A on tattoos. Okay, that's random. And then a Mario Kart gaming session, some more Kimochii maid cafes, and then Neko Cat cosplay room and One Piece cosplay room. So Sunday, relatively tame. I don't think there's anything super. I mean, the Confessions to Jesus Christ might be the only question mark that I have, but Sunday is definitely tamer than the way it starts off. You know, right out the bat, you have Gooning 101. I'm good, man. I thought we would have more Morrowind. I interrupt your normal Morrowind schedule to corrupt you with this insanity. Yeah, this is the kind of con where you would definitely need to have this disclaimer. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, they absolutely are strict.
Oh, here are your prices here.
Here we go.
The 3-day at the door is $80. I mean, it's not bad, I guess.
For 3 days? That's
for 3
great,
days,
I feel. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I wonder what the
it's probably why they're all
is.
It's probably why they're all sold out, honestly. Yeah, I don't know what
When is it though?
May 7th. Oh, this is in the past. May 17th. Into this.
So we're going next
I don't
year.
want to go to this thing. It's gonna be like fucking. Hold on a second. I'm gonna
do it for the plot, Devin.
She's out there meowing her. Okay, it's a good thing. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, their Instagram is just like the fattest ass I've ever seen. Like right off the bat. Okay. It's a good thing I pulled that off screen because I wanted to get some sense of what this con actually looks like.
Wait, they have an Instagram?
I'm not seeing any.
Is that what you're looking at? Is their Instagram?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if they had pictures of what like the floor ground looks like, the convention ground looks like.
Like the convention itself.
Yeah.
I have to say about this first picture on their Instagram, I give it a 10.
You give it a 10?
I do.
Okay, this one was last year. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look, I guess, any different than any other kind of anime con. I guess I'm looking at a very selective set of pictures here. I don't even know. We were talking about Dreamcon. That's how this started. So we were looking at Dreamcon, and then I saw this, this horny con image, and then
Yeah, and I was like, oh, Kimochii Con.